Jocelyn and Victor, you had the worst day ever in Vietnam on the Amazing Race. What was that whiplash like of going from two first place finishes to eliminated after a mega leg?
We knew it could happen, so we had that in our minds, even just winning those first two legs.
Mhm.
It's hard.
I think we weren't expecting it because we
Yeah.
just thought for sure we could still make
Stay,
it through.
at least stay in the middle.
Yeah, doing the fish market challenge, we killed that, and then we did it really quickly, and then so we thought, hey, we're at least ahead of one team, and then so I think we were still very hopeful, and then but we just like, yeah, I think the tile thing was really that what got Victor maybe, and then so we couldn't finish it, um but I think overall we had a great time and it was a really fun experience. So I don't believe we anticipate the loss, but we were fighters all the way until the end. So I was really thinking that Victor's going to carry us through, at least, for sure.
Yeah, because even at the end, after Lena left, I thought, maybe they'll invoke this mercy rule, right? So I just called for a check anyway. They didn't pass it. I said, I'll do it again just to make sure. And he still didn't pass it. So I actually had to find the tile. I was like, okay. And when I finally found it, it was just, oh my God, but it was the details that they were looking that I had to find for this tile. They were just so minute. It was, I felt it was more than what was showed on TV.
Well, how long did it take you, the whole roadblock?
No idea.
Yeah, we don't. I think at that moment it's really hard for us to, even though we have a watch on, it's really hard for us to comprehend time.
It always feels longer than it is.
Yeah, because we didn't even know
it could have been up to an hour, I think, but we were an hour behind the first team to start the leg anyway, so that was really hard to make up.
Well, based on what they showed in the episode, Victor, it sounded like you had passed the tile already and it was like dirty or something, so you didn't notice the details right away. Is that what happened?
Yeah, because on the photo that I had to look at, there wasn't a whole lot to go by to find the tile, and the actual tile I felt had additional paint or dirt on it that maybe had masked it the first time around. So what I actually found were these two little dots in the upper left hand corner that matched the photo. That was the only thing that clued me in that this is the actual right tile.
Is that better or worse, like knowing you had like passed it already and you didn't notice it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell if I actually had passed it or not. I know I had been in that area, but just because of the way these paths were, I was trying to be very methodical going up and down, but it's possible.
I don't think he was being very methodical that day. He was getting lost, like even in that little tile area. I was like, where are you going, Victor?
Well, also, like, can you even have a strategy with a needle in the haystack task like that? I don't.
Well, I'm, looking on previous seasons, you want to try to be methodical and go down rows or do whatever and not just jump around, because that's just not logical at all. So I thought I was being logical, and it's possible I had just missed this tiny section because some of the paths, kind of skewed a different way. And so it wasn't straight up and down, and so I was thinking maybe I missed it, maybe I didn't. It was just confusing.
He was
Jocelyn, your face when Lena got it was so crushing. What was going through your mind?
I think I was hopeful up until the end because I was thinking, wow, Lena has been here for that long. Maybe there's still a chance that Victor will get it before. And maybe it was just, I was hoping it. That's why I kept telling Victor, like, get a check, just get a check. And then, but he was just very reluctant to listen to anything I have to say. Because he was afraid that I was going to tell him where the tile is. And I was like, there's no way I could have told you where the tile is because I can't even see what he was looking at. It's not. Because I think he was thinking like one of those the meat challenge where if you hang the meat backwards or and then so he didn't want to listen to anything I have to say. And then so anyway. But
I think overall though, I did overthink it, because there were parts of the picture, because there were multiple tiles that actually looked like that, but it wasn't my tile. And so I was trying to key on on the minute details that would say this is my tile, and I think I overthought that.
Yeah,
and
because I
just
think
tried to
what's
find
really
it.
going to my head is, gosh, I should have done this challenge, and I probably would have.
We would have had a different outcome, I think, if Jocelyn.
Yeah, just because Victor is he's very into those type of details, and I sometimes just like, oh, whatever, this is it. And I probably would have checked 10
You would have
times.
checked more tiles.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly.
Yeah.
Versus Victor, he's
Well,
walking around.
I did ask for a check like the third tile in, and then the look on like the judge's face was like, there's no way he found this on his third tile, you know. So, and of course it wasn't.
I know, but like, you know me, like, you saw the Lotus challenge. I did it 12 times. I'm just like, I'm good. Let's go. Check.
It's just trial and error. Just keep going. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Well, I mean, you were already in the back of the pack, obviously, when this half started, because you came in 10th the first half. So where do you think things went wrong for you during the day that you couldn't recover?
I think we were maybe.
Well, on the boat
Getting-
challenge, even though all the boats were 15 minutes apart, because we actually had to wait. We got to our very last boat. We had done the other two fruit ones, and then the last one we had no choice but to wait. And there were already 3 or 4 other teams there, so you just have to wait. So I think that put us maybe up to
30
half an
minutes.
hour behind whichever team had left there first. And so that's just hard to make up. But and then the rice paper, we still don't know what that judge was looking for, honestly. Because some of the ones that we thought were horrible, he passed, and some of the ones that we thought were great, he threw away. And so, yeah, we still don't know. So we just
I love
started
when you guys were like, it's so embarrassing. We sell these and eat these, and we can't make them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think you would have done better had these just been 2 normal legs and you had gotten the usual rest time, even starting in 10th?
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
I think so.
Yeah, just if it's a normal leg, you get that chance to rest and regroup, and it's like, okay, it's a new day, and this whole leg probably took 7, maybe 8 hours to finish. So and I think even one of the producers was saying, you guys finished this leg, everybody finished this leg faster than they were expecting, even though it took 7, 8 hours. They were probably expecting 12 hours or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, also like by the Roadblock, you caught up with some other teams too. So that
that was such a motivator. It's like, okay, these people were like, they're squeamish about the fish, and Jocelyn and I, well, we don't care. We'll just pick them up with our bare hands. And people had gloves on, and you see kind of they're freaking out. It's like, who cares?
I know, they're like, close your eyes, and then you're just like naming all the fish.
Yeah.
I honestly expected you to pass more teams there, because I was like, you guys are killing this. But I think you only finished ahead of 1 team.
Yeah, because we
got lost a little bit getting there, because I think the audio didn't quite match up. Because when I said I smell fish, because we were supposed to make a right turn to the market, but somehow Victor kept telling me to go left. And then so when I said I smell fish, had we gone right, we would have got to the challenge even earlier than
that would have been like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, then it would have for sure gave us an extra 10 minutes.
Well, was there anything else that happened that we didn't see in the episodes?
In that episode?
At the very
or in
end.
any of the 4?
At the very end. So we're doing our interview, and then Jocelyn says,
I love you.
And then she said, I still love you. And so I go in for a hug. It's like, oh, I love you too. But then she says, instead of saying I love you, Victor, it's I love you, the amazing race. And I'm confused.
I know.
Just spurned.
The amazing race. And Victor was giving me a hug. Oh, I love you too. But yes, the amazing race more.
They just got to release those like extra clips online.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, lastly, like based on the first 2 legs, a lot of people pegged you guys as the ones to beat. And I feel like you were just undone by bad luck, really, here. So who do you think is running the best race now that you guys are gone?
I don't know. It's a jumble, because
I think Annalise, they are very, like Team Texas, they're a very strong team. And then Gregory and Johnny, they're very smart. They are so smart.
They're super smart, super athletic. And then you have like Corey and Rob. I mean, this is a group that's been consistent, right? They've been consistent on every single leg. And then now you start to see Liam and Jeremy. These guys are strong. They carried two mattresses with them both times,
and their backpack is heavy.
Yeah.
Each one of them is like 60 pounds.
So yeah, I mean, any of these teams really could have won. So.
Yeah.
Well, it was great speaking with you guys and watching you guys. Hopefully, maybe you can come back one day for a redemption season.
Thank
Yeah,
you. We hope so too.
hopefully.